All right, I'm waiting for my guest to come up. Lou Shirley's in the building. Lou Rock is in the building. Let me do this the right way. Baby girl's in the building. What's up, Lou Shirley? And of course, my boy's in the building. Or he was. I know he's gone now. Zero's back in the building. Shout out to Zero. I said what's up to him a second ago. That's why I'm late. We bring up there she is. Lou Shirley in the building. Mwah. And my boy Lou Rock in the building. What's up, bro? One-on-one exclusive with CB. My guest will be here soon. As we're going to talk about this shit. Manzano in the building. Love you too, baby girl. Get my man up here. Says he's going to be a little busy. Hey, what's up to him right now? Little Rock. What's up, bro? All right, CB's going to join me. Me and him going to talk about the state of the Miami Dolphins. I'm about to hit him up right now. This is going to be fun. Me and him talking. Talk about this team. Fun. And get this in here. He's going to get my email in a second to bring him up. Make sure this goes through. Let's see. See something real quick. There we go. All right, I got this right. Sent it to him. So he should be up here soon. Let's talk about what I talked about today. Okay. Let's go through it again. Kane's in the building. I was reading articles from the Athletic and ESPN. They're talking about the trading deadline. They're saying Miami's willing to give up 2 prospects to get Salvador Perez. Okay, I can see that. That'll help him. Give him a number of power back. But I'll tell you, what the Dodgers and the Cardinals, They was talking about this on MLB last night. The Cardinals will give up Arenado. What's the picture? Damn. I know him when I see him. Is their best pitcher potentially. Damn, what's his name? And I love this kid too for the Cardinals. They will trade both of them. And this is rare in baseball, folks. They can pick anybody from the Dodgers farm system. They was talking about that on MLB. That will be interesting. That's it, Jack Flaherty. That's him. Yeah, Flaherty will go with Arenado to the Dodgers for anybody they want in their farm system. Now, I'll tell you right now, the Cubs beat them tonight, and the Cubs are surging right now. They're one game under 500. If that happens, what's up, Raven? If that happens, folks, LA is going to be tough. And I don't think the Dodgers are too happy right now because the Angels pulled Ohtani off the table, which I think is going to have massive repercussions in the offseason. You know how much of a laughingstock the California Angels are going to look when Ohtani walks away for wherever he goes, which is probably going to be the Dodgers or the Mariners. It's going to come down to those two because he's already stated he's staying on the West Coast. You know how stupid that's going to make the Angels feel when he walks out the door? There's also rumors going around from MLB trade rumors. That's a good site. I'm not sure if you ever heard of what the website. I know the site. They're saying that Mariners or the Marlins are looking to add top of the rotation guy to go with Alcantara. Shirley, how you doing, baby? Check money in the building. Hey, folks, this is only gonna be a quick interview, and I'm out of here. I'll be back here at 8:30 tonight. We're gonna talk about Jordan Love tonight, so get ready for it. Nothing but glowing reviews about Jordan Love. No, he said CB said that he's going to be late trying to do something in the studio. Matter of fact, let me put that up here. Boy, what a morning we had this morning up here. Well, at least I did. Buried Belichick. Buffalo, the windows closing. The Miami fan base delusional. What else is new? And like I said, inept. I cannot believe in the second practice, Jalen Ramsey comes down and tears his meniscus. He'll be out to December. You cannot make this stuff up. Okay? And we serenaded Patrick Mahomes this morning as the best quarterback in a long time. The only two quarterbacks in the league that if I am a fan of this team, and I'm not, but if I'm a Bengals fan and I'm not a Jet fan, I'm a Jet fan, you could say your boy is just as good. Nobody else can. But we're waiting for Mr. CB to come up here. And when he does, we'll start this interview, which is going to be fun. So, if you're a Dolphin fan in here, like Shake Money, Manzano, sit back and you're going to enjoy this interview. It's waiting for him to pop up. In the meanwhile, Shirley, how you doing, baby? It's been a while. And getting back to the baseball, it's gonna be a hell. It's gonna be a hell of. She's been charged for her hoax. Good job, Raven. So she's been charged. That little dysfunctional woman. Oh, I gotta give Raven a salute. I'll give Raven a salute in a second. Woo. There you go. That's the show. I've been good, sweetheart. Thank you. I've been good. Waiting for CB to show up. What's up, Raven? Boy, it's gonna be fun. Waiting for my man to pull up. When he does, we'll start this. This should be interesting. Yeah, Shirley with the tarantula. Me over here smiling. Ooh. We find out what's going on in the news today, like I always do. All right, it's official. Ramsey's out to December. Dolphins better be glad. All right, bro. CB will be here at 3:28, which is in 5 minutes, and that's cool with me. All right. Sean Payton, who did something yesterday you never seen done in pro sports, destroyed his GM, destroyed John Elway, who's gone. He's not with the Broncos anymore. Destroyed Nathaniel Hackett, has apologized to Nathaniel Hackett and to the Jets. You know why? Because he knows week 5, is his team ain't ready, Robert Saleh is going to whip his ass. And guess what? Robert Saleh is like me. He has long memory. They're going to beat the shit out of the Broncos that week. Oh, my God. There's a message to Shake Money, if he's still in the building. Yo, Shake, let me say what's up to Shake Money. Forgot about that. I've been so wrapped up and having fun up here today. And then later tonight when I come back, what's up to Shake Money. Give Shake Money some advice. In your fantasy league, hope you get a low pick. Because if you do, like you're picking 7 in a 10-team league, take Tyreek Hill with the first pick and take Wilder with the second pick. And then you could take Tua or whatever quarterback. If you want Tua, if you're playing in a 10-team league, get him in round 9. You may go a little later than that in some leagues. So you'll have the combo, get all the points. A little advice to Shake Money. Fantasy football. Shake Money plays his fantasy football. Now, you'll get a good one today, gang. You're going to like this. I owe you guys one. I owe you one. So, you're going to like this one. So, you're a Dolphins fan. Stand by. You'll be here in 3 minutes. And we'll start this. I'm serious. You Dolphin fans, I owe you one. So, today, I will be sincere. But Shake Money, take my advice, bro. Get a low pick. Hopefully, you get 6, 7, or 8. 7, 8, 9, 10. Take Tyreek first, and then in the second round, take Waddle, and you'll have your combo. And then you could take Tua in round 8 or round 9. Then you got your combination. Yeah, it was 94 degrees in my condo last night. Damn, Amazon boxes and podcasting shit. Yeah, I got the same podcasting shit Kuda recommended 3 years ago. Can't make this shit up. Still haven't opened up those boxes. So Sean Payton went out of bounds yesterday. I was still taken aback by it. And you don't do that. You don't even do it to regular human beings. If you don't like somebody, you tell that person his face. You know? All right, the latest rankings came out. The NFL is not showing players this year, saying it. NFL Network. NFL Network's cut their budget. You notice that? But remember, this weekend, beginning tomorrow morning, from 9 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock at night, NFL Network will be live. All the training camps around the NFL. I'm just going to sit back and watch that all day and have fun. And munch on chicken wings tomorrow. I love when they do that every year. All right, here we go. Aaron Rodgers is 51. Jonathan Allen's 52. Mike Evans, 53. 54 was Brian Burns. Pollard was 55. Prescott, 56. Jordan Poyer, 57. Jeffrey Simmons, 58. Justin Simmons, 59. And Trevor Diggs, who just got $97 million, is number 60. So, you still got Tyreek and Waddle. That's good for Jalen Waddle, bro. But he's going to make it within the top 50. Or maybe higher than that. So that's good for Waddle. Real talk. I appreciate that. I don't know how I inspire you, man. All I do is sports up here and talk some life. But I appreciate that, Shake. Thank you very much. So I'm waiting for CB to get up here, get this interview started, and we're going to have a little fun up here. And I owe you Dolphin fans one, so I'm going to give it to you right now. Because remember, as much as I trust this team, oh, shit. When you said Aaron was 51, I thought you meant his age. Good one, bro. Yeah, remember, I'm a Dolphin fan through and through. So, I'm going to make this quick this afternoon. I got the big one tonight. I'm going to talk about these 4 quarterbacks in fantasy football. My guest is here. Let me say what's up to him right now. Say hello to one CB83 PhinsTake.
What's up, Mace? What's poppin', Mace? What's going on?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
I am blessed, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you put this interview throughout Facebook and Twitter. I appreciate that, man.
Yes,
All
sir.
right,
Let's get it cracking,
I'm gonna
bro.
begin with you with this. Let me cut this shit off right here. I'm gonna start with you with this.
So how you feeling?
I'm good, thank you. And yourself?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I can't
All right,
complain.
I'm gonna start with you with this. You look at the state of the team right now. Forget, I don't count Ramsey because he never played a down for us. Okay, and he got hurt in the second practice yesterday, so I don't count him.
Okay.
You count Smith and A Chain. Okay, a stacked uh, Jalen Phillips. What do you think about this team now?
So you said if I'm counting them, right?
Yeah, you got to bring in a chain the draft picks, a chain and
I think
Smith. You got to
I,
count them because they're going to play a lot.
yeah. I think this is a really good football team, Mason. I think from top to bottom, I think from 1 to 90 right now, I think you have a competitive group. And I think that group is going to push each other and kind of weed out the guys that aren't going to make it. And I think that 53-man roster will
Mm-hmm.
be strong. I think it'll be a strong roster, one of the best probably we've seen in decades. And I think Chris Greer's done a good job of building this thing. Despite all the he gets a lot of flack, and I get it. In regards to draft picks and stuff like that, but um, he's built a really good team, Mace. And I think on paper, this team is, built to win. I think now it's just a matter of McDaniel and Fangio and the coaches and the staff putting it together and putting together these wins, man.
How and me and you talk about this a little bit in passing when you come in my chat
Yeah.
and I say what's up to you in your chat. How stunned are you that they are so under the radar, bro?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just it's Miami, right?
Yeah.
So Miami's always kind of pieced together decent teams, right? And we haven't won anything in a long time. So we haven't won a playoff game in 20 years. So I think until Miami wins, we'll fly under the radar for a very long time until we win playoff games. Like we have to win some meaningful games in order for people to take us serious. And I think it's easy for people to doubt us or say, hey, we don't think Miami is a real contender yet because our quarterback hasn't shown that he can stay healthy. And if he's not going to stay healthy, then this team is going to have a hard time winning. So I think that's part of, the reason behind us flying under the radar is people just sleeping on Tua and his potential and his game.
Okay.
So, I mean, how do you feel about it?
I agree with you to a degree. And you can beat up on them. I do. I have fun with it, but it's frustrating about Y2K. But I feel it is ridiculous that all they made was one move, and it was a big move. And even though he's hurt, they're going to live without Ramsey. They're going to live without him. They'll be fine. I'm just shocked how, to me, and I say this over and over again, this is the most talented team in the AFC. I mean,
Talent is there.
the talent is ridiculously there.
Yeah, and you can see that in the top 100, man. The list
Yeah,
they put out. I mean, you can see we got a lot of guys in that list. When you have 5, 6, 7 guys on that top 100 list, you realize, damn, you got a pretty talented team.
right before you popped up, I just told everybody that that's good that Jalen Waddle is either going to be between 41 and 50 or
Yeah,
31
yeah,
and 40. That's good for him.
bro, that's great,
That's
bro.
good for him.
I think he's a second, third year player. Third. I mean, he's going
Yeah, it's
into
his
his third
third year
year.
now coming up. Yeah, I think Waddle, I say this all the time, and I'm not saying it to be mean. I think in that draft, I wanted Parsons. And now you look at Parsons and
He's a dog.
you look at the linemen from Detroit. These two guys are out of this world.
They are. They are.
But let me say this about Waddle though.
They stellar.
Waddle is damn good too.
Star potential.
Yeah, superstar potential. I was listening to
Yeah.
Rasul Butler on Darius Slay's podcast the other day on the volume, and all they did was marvel about the 2021 receivers, and they said that Waddle is a superstar waiting to happen. They
Yeah.
think he's better than Tyreek, bro. Real
Bro,
talk, they said that.
really? They
Yeah,
said that?
both of them, Rasul Butler and Darius Slay.
And those are NFL guys talking about an NFL guy, right? I
Yeah,
respect their opinions because they're gonna look at it, they're gonna break it down and see, damn, Waddle he's a good player. I think if Waddle just works on his catching with the hands and staying on his feet and not jumping, bro, superstar potential out of this world. I think Miami hit a gold mine with him. I understand O lineman, Micah, they're solid players too, and they come in and solidify spots right away. But I think Miami really has an opportunity with Tyreek and Waddle to just run away with it in this offense. And I think the offense for Mike McDaniel is going to be key just because he's an offensive coach. So he's got to have some weapons.
Yeah, I agree. I look at Miami right now. I keep saying this over and over again, and I do mean this. I think the Dolphins will win this division outright. And
we should.
And I'm looking at the Jets, and I think the Jets are good. The team, and I keep saying this, that there are major problems in Buffalo, folks. I live here in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Buffalo knows if they don't beat Cincinnati week 9, they're done. The window is going to close on them. And then Josh Allen is going to go from this phenomenon to a quarterback that's good, but he can't get you over the hump.
He's gonna be a Phillip Rivers.
Yeah,
that's all he's gonna be. He's gonna be a good quarterback who played well, who can throw it, who can sling it around, right?
Yeah.
But he just can't get over the hump. He can't win the big game.
Yeah.
And that'll be the difference. And honestly, I think that's a real. I think Super Bowl is a real scheme dependent thing, and putting a team around a guy. I'm not going to put it all on him. I'm going to put it on the organization and how they chose to orchestrate that thing, right? I think Miami's doing it the right way. They're putting together a good team defensively, offensively, special teams, every phase, coaching staff, everything, right? From top to bottom. And I think that's the way you win. It doesn't always happen like that, but I think that's how you win and you sustain winning, is just putting it together and putting pieces there.
I said when they lost the 2 games in Buffalo this past winter, I said the one thing I saw different from the Dolphins for the first time in a long time is, and I was just saying this this morning to Canes, I see finally they're getting tougher mentally.
Oh, yeah.
That's from McDaniel.
Yeah.
And as much as I love Brian Flores and Shake, I love Flores. If that was Flores' team,
they would have folded.
Yeah.
And it's not that they would have folded because they're a bad team. They would have folded because they wouldn't have had the offensive confidence to challenge Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
Even if the defense was doing its thing and getting stops every now and then, eventually Josh Allen's gonna be Josh Allen. He's gonna find a way, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you struggle when your offense just doesn't have that confidence to say, hey, we're going to go out here and we're going to get a score each drive, right? Or we're at least going to go get a field goal. So I think that's the difference between that Flores team. Is just it was too one-sided. It was like you either had to be great on defense that day or you were going to struggle because your offense was going to be mediocre, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. I mean, when I looked at the team from today compared to 2020, I think this team are making phenomenal strides in mental toughness and fighting you back. And the 2 Buffalo games showed you that. The two Buffalo games
Oh
to
yeah,
me were the most impressive losses that the Dolphins have had in years.
especially that playoff game. I mean, I could have sworn we were winning that game. I honestly, going into the game, I thought we had no shot, right? But once the game starts and you start playing and you seeing how the game is developing, you're like, oh shit, this may be it. We got a shot at this, right?
Yeah,
And we came out and it was just some minor plays here or there in the second half, some dumb mistakes that really cost us the game. But man, this team is prime. And I think the adversity we faced last year, losing those games, going on that 5-game skid, I think it's going to
yeah,
make us a better team this year for sure.
yeah. Shout out to the beautiful Toya. I love you, girl.
Shout
Toya in
out
the
to
building.
Toya. Toya, what's good? Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Yeah,
I
shout
saw
out
the
to
homie
everybody in the
Canes
chat.
in there. Raven Knight, what's good?
There you go. Let's get to it before I get to the defense and the schedule. Let's get to it because this is the one guy, folks, that is a lightning rod to a lot of football fans around the NFL. Okay.
What is that?
Your quarterback.
Tua Tagovailoa. Boy, they love Tua.
All right. I'm going to say this, and I've been saying it, but I'm going to take it in a different direction.
Okay.
If they play the way I think they should play, especially if they get cooked. And by the way, if you got your YouTube, Google Good Morning Football, Darwin Cook was on there today.
I heard part of the interview. I was listening to Miami Sports Music. Shout out to the Miami Sports Music guys. I was listening to that this morning. He played a little bit of the interview. Man, Dalvin really sounded like he wanted to be a Dolphin. And I understand he's in a position where he's in New York. But man, it sounded like he wanted to be a Dolphin, Mace.
I think what he said, he was telling the truth. I think he's letting to see what the Jets are going to offer. I think Chris Greer lowballed him. And if he ends up with the Jets, folks, I'm going to have a totally different attitude about the Dolphins next week. So you better hope, people, that
I'm hoping.
he leaves New York and goes home on Sunday night.
But I don't see why the deal isn't signed already.
He talked to Woody Johnson on Sunday. He's up here. The party, he's going to hang out with some of the players, get used to being around. Because like he said in that interview, if you watch it later on, Google it or YouTube, he says he wants to go somewhere where the team is vibing. And the Jets right now are vibing. I look at the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are more I think the Dolphins is more business. I think the Dolphins are looking
I disagree, Mason. This is why I disagree. I think Salah's more business. I think the Jets are more business oriented. I think Miami's more vibey relationships, having a good time, enjoying your teammates. I think it's going to be easier for him to play for a guy like Mike McDaniels instead of playing for a guy like Salah, right? And I think he'll trend toward Mike McDaniel because of the fact that he's an offensive coach, right? And he's a proven coach. He's proven that he could call plays and put together a really good offense in the first year, right? We don't know what they're going to do with him in New York, right? Their offensive coordinator came from, where'd he come from? Denver, right?
Yeah, he's Aaron's boy. Hackett, that's Aaron's boy.
Right, he's Aaron's boy. And wasn't he the Denver head coach?
Coach who Sean Payton
who killed him? He killed him, right?
Yesterday.
So it's a bad look. Look, it's a bad look when the coach is getting talked about like he was clueless and he had no idea what he was doing. And, I'm sure Dalvin and Mike McDaniel have met at one point, right? And I know Mike McDaniel had a really good plan. I know he had a really good presentation as to how he was going to use Dalvin. I think it's going to be hard for him to look at the money in New York and look at the situation in Miami. And even if the money is slightly more, I think he'll end up being like, yo, I'm going to Miami. I like that situation better. I think the coach he has a better plan for me and he's going to use me better. I'll be more efficient and we'll have a better chance of winning. But I don't know. It's tough.
I look at both teams and he wins either way. He goes to the Jets.
I mean, yeah, you're going to be in a good football team either way.
I said this to Laurel the other night. You know what the Jets think of Breece Hall if they sign Dalvin Cook. That if they sign Dalvin Cook, that means Breece Hall's not ready to play.
And I think the fact that they're courting him means that he isn't ready yet.
Yeah.
Right? You don't court a guy like Dalvin unless you feel like, hey, he can come in and make a splash in the offense right away. It's crazy. So we'll see. He said Hackett equals Gase.
Yeah, calls him Adam Gase. I could see that. Yeah. I don't know where he's gonna go. I think if he goes to Miami, that puts Miami over the hump.
It does.
He's gonna change
no doubt
completely.
No doubt.
If they get him,
no doubt,
they're gonna pound that football. And I kept telling people, these two clowns they got now, Wilson and I know he wears number 31. He used to be with the Niners, always getting hurt.
Mostert.
Yeah, these two guys are not Dalvin Cook, folks.
Not at all.
Dalvin Cook puts you as close to the Lombardi Trophy for this roster than they have seen in 40 years.
For sure. I mean, and that's what I think too. I think a lot of people and a lot of people give me this, oh, I'm satisfied with the running back room. I think our running back room is good. Cool. You think that? I think you're completely wrong. And I think the Miami Dolphins are going after these guys. They're courting these guys. They're trying to trade for Saquon, trying to trade for Dalvin, and inquiring about McCaffrey for a reason, because they feel like, hey, we still don't have a guy in there. We feel like who can carry the load. I
totally agree. And I said that last winter, got pushed back. They're going to run back the room. They ran back the room, fine. But here's the bottom line.
Right. You run it back
the room with these clowns, you'll win the division. What do you do after that? Nobody.
It's different.
You get this guy here. I promise you'll get at least playing in the championship game either in sunny South Florida or a cold day on the road or indoors.
And I think that's the difference. And I think that could be the difference between winning the Super Bowl and not winning the Super Bowl. It's having home field advantage and not having it. I think if you get home field, throughout the playoffs, you're looking at, a couple games at the crib where you got the advantage weather-wise and you can pound the rock and use it to your advantage. A lot of teams aren't used to playing in that heat in December and January. They're just not used to it. So it could be something we use to our advantage. Now, I know we haven't seen it in a long time. Nobody's seen that in Miami, playing late into the season at home.
Me and 305 have.
Right? You and 305 have. But, I mean, it could be an advantage that we don't even think about, bro. Playing at the crib late in the season is still going to be hot. I mean, and them teams are going to be wore down. And you can wear them down in the stadium. So I think that's a good point.
Yeah, I just think, and this is me saying this now, the lunacy, the buffoonery, the ineptitude got to stop in Miami, man. This damn joke has gone too long, bro.
It is, and I think it has, right? I
hope so.
With Ross, Greer, McDaniel, these guys at the helm, I think McDaniel has a beat on what works. And I think he has a beat on his football team. Now it's just a matter of going out there and doing it. I mean, we saw last year, Mace, he kind of put it together. I mean, we should have won more games for sure. But with the situation, the concussions and stuff like that, he did a pretty damn good job.
I mean, 25-8, 3,600 yards, and he missed 5 games. He would have put those numbers wrong. 305 said, send his prayers to Jay.
Prayers up, for sure.
Let me get back to Tua for a second. Let's say we do get cooked by Monday morning, because he's going to make his decision,
Should be.
And he's in phenomenal shape too, folks.
He looked good.
I don't think Dolphin fans realize how much that takes a lot of pressure off Tua.
It does, Mace.
It makes Tua into what he really is,
Uh,
which is a
Go ahead
play
and say it.
action
Go ahead
quarterback.
and say it. Go ahead and say it.
A play action quarterback where you'll probably get 38 touchdowns of him this year and near 5,000 for sure.
Whew. That's some yards.
You know, you look, these people want him to be like I'll pick a quarterback that's they want him to be like Kirk Cousins, where Kirk Cousins is throwing 34 touchdowns, 7 picks, 4,400 yards, but he's bumped and he had Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
You don't want that. You want a quarterback, you want the quarterback, number one, to do what he does best, which is timing and precision, accurate passing. Okay. That's what he does best. Just like Troy Aikman. I said he was like Troy Aikman 3 years ago. You give him Dalvin Cook, it's going to open up a whole new world. And then one more thing, which is the most important thing. You'll keep him healthy all year.
True. And I think
he ain't going to take as many hits when he's handing off that football.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that's what it's about too, is just putting him in a position where he's not dropping back 30, 40 times a game.
Exactly.
Give him a back who you could rely on and give the ball to. And they'll eat together, bro. Because Dalvin's gonna hold the linebackers, he's gonna make the play action just that much better. Because he's a threat, because he can do a lot. Iceman, what's good?
There you go. Iceman said, what's up to you?
What's good with
Iceman? Yeah, so I look at the quarterback situation, and it's solid for them. It's very good for them if they get that running game going with what McDaniel should have did last year. Instead, he wanted to make Tyreek happy. And where did they get him? Where the hell did I get him? Three concussions for your quarterback, bro?
Yeah.
You know that? And Mike, let me say it right now. You get Dalvin Cook, bro. You better be dialing up running plays, 2 out of 3 plays at every possession, bro.
You got to give him the ball. Yeah.
I mean, no excuses, Mike. I mean, don't be like last year when you only threw the 2 guys and got your quarterback almost murdered out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta be balanced. That's what it's about.
I mean, and let's say day 2 in pain. Yeah, we feel you. 305. We feel you, brother. Dalvin Cook remind me of Edwin James from the Canes. I'd agree with that.
I do too, and I think that's why Peyton Manning was so good, is that he had a good back on his side, and he has some good receivers and weapons that he could deliver to, and I think beside every great quarterback was a good running back. Like even Brady had good backs at times. Like, I mean, that was just the nature of it. He made those guys better for sure, but I think you gotta have that running game. That offensive line's gotta, and he's gonna make the offensive line better. It's gonna make them look better.
I agree. I just look at this team right now, and as it's constituted right now.
Yeah.
Okay. This is clearly the best team in the division, 2nd or 3rd seed in the NFL right now.
Easily.
And that with the 2 clowns at quarterback. Okay, folks. All right.
Easily.
With Dalvin Cook, they're fighting for home field with whoever's number 1. I think Cleveland's going to come out of the wilderness this year too. I think Deshaun Watson is going to be that strong. You'll hear nothing but rave reviews with him. Okay.
Watch out for Cleveland. Watch out for
the same thing.
That Watson Elijah Moore connection over there.
I'm hearing about that.
That's special. That's gonna be special. I'm telling you.
Man, watch the Browns, folks. They're in the same predicament like the Dolphins right now. Everybody's sleeping on both these teams, bro.
I think Elijah will end up being 1,000-yard receiver this year. So watch out for that. That's a hot take.
I'm looking. I am taken aback, and I want you to really elaborate with this because you deal with it more than I do. Have you ever seen a fan base that is more delusional than this fan base? And also, this is the part that bothers me with Dolphin fan of right now. They don't hold this organization accountable for a goddamn thing. Our owner, that idiot, that buffoon. Okay, I'm gonna kill him in a couple of weeks, folks. Come in for that one. I'm gonna kill Stephen Ross. He forfeited a number one pick, and none of these damn Dolphin fans said a damn word. It was like, okay, it's all right. We're going to the Super Bowl. We fine. Really?
And it's because he's trying to get a winner in the building. He's trying hard. He's trying so hard, Mace, that he's getting caught doing stuff he's not supposed to be doing. And I think people don't give him that gripe because they know he really wants a winner before he gets out of this building. And I think that's why he doesn't get, the gripe from everybody in the fan base, just because they know he's working hard to try to get it right. And, it sucks that, he's getting caught doing dumb shit. But I think it's like this. Some people say, hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And he's really trying his ass off to get a winner in the building. He's not always making the right decisions, though. I agree with that. He's doing some dumb things. Hopefully that's behind him at this point. And I mean, I think he's made some bad decisions, but I think he's also made some good decisions. Letting Chris Greer have it, and getting all the other voices out of the building, the Tannenbaums and all these other GMs we had, the Jeff Irelands and stuff like that. Bro, get them dudes. Them dudes really didn't know ball like that. Get them dudes out of the building. Get one guy in the GM position. Let him and the coach work together to figure out what's the best move for the team. Maybe you bring in some guys who are consultants and stuff like that who kind of help you with player personnel. But outside of that, have a few voices in there and build it that way. And I think they really did strike gold with Mike McDaniel. I think any other coach who comes in here, I don't know if we're in this situation right now, right? Where we got an opportunity to compete. But getting Mike McDaniel in the building, him showing that he could get shit done in year one, and then bringing in other guys on the defensive side, bringing in Fangio. I think people really want to help Mike McDaniel go get a title. So I think that's where we're at this point. But I mean, we'll see. If this team don't get it done, they're gonna catch hell, Mace. You know that.
You know what? If they don't get it done, trust me, I'm not gonna kill them. I'm gonna let guys.
It depends on how far they go, though, Mace. It depends on how far they go and
they
what
lose
they
in the
do.
second round.
They lose. It depends on how you lose in the second. You lose bad in the second round.
That's what
you're gonna catch hell, right? If you lose a close game, you played a good game. Some things didn't go your way. Okay, I'm gonna let you slide.
Them if they do that. I'm serious.
Yeah.
They lose the playoff game and they lose like they did in Buffalo last year in the second round, and they didn't make the AFC Championship game. I will tell all you delusional fools out there who think that AFC title game a bust, shut the hell up. They had a hell of a year, and
exactly.
now they build on getting to the next level next year.
But see, Mace, I'm glad you said that too, because cats will get on here and say AFC Championship or bust or Super Bowl or bust, bro. That's not really realistic. Like exactly. you gotta put it in the context. How did they lose in that second round? Was it a close game? What happened? Did something not go their way? There's a lot that could happen within the game of football. You need a little luck on your side. So I can't just kill them off that. I can't kill them off that.
That's what Manzano says here.
You know Manzano got a wolf pack take.
But leave that alone.
That's my guy though. Anthony, what's good with you, bro?
Honestly, for me, let's say we got blown out in the second round in the AFC. Here we go, AFC Championship game, or second round or championship game. But the score doesn't say how truly well we played. I think I know what he's saying.
So yeah, I think I kind of understand what he's saying too.
If they're losing the championship game bad, suck it up, motivate yourself, come back stronger and more hungrier next summer, and get over the hump and get to that Lombardi trophy if that happens. At least you won 2 damn playoff games.
Yeah, which we haven't done in
exactly.
That's something that
the fan base can really look back on, be proud of, and say, you better win it next year. And you guys have every right. If they lose in the championship game badly, you people next spring, next summer have every right to say Super Bowl bust with this team. 2 playoff wins this year? Shit. I'll celebrate that for this franchise.
I will too, man. Bro, we haven't had one, bro. Mace, we haven't had one playoff.
I feel bad for you guys. I do. I've been trying to tell you guys this, man.
It's been a long time, bro.
We haven't had a front office or ownership in decades. We have sucked for a long time. Look at this. Even Iceman's coming with logic today. Yeah. Just seeing a team like this shows that through all the crap this team has done, they got one last damn.
I get it too.
Giving them one last chance.
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
that's rough, Ice.
Because, bro, we've been the last laughing stock for the league for a while. Like the Jonathan Taylor shit, the coach with the snorting cocaine, crazy eyes Gase. It's just so much drama, but no winning, bro. Bullygate, that shit was annoying. Like a bunch of different stuff, bro.
Was getting on the plane with Jeff Ireland to interview Jim Harbaugh while the late Tony Sperano was still coaching.
Yeah.
You know, it just, you know, folks, I'm gonna tell. I said this the other night up here, and I meant it. Football is my number one sport. It saved my life when I was very sick. The last 10 years, folks.
It's a great sport.
When I got a kidney, I look forward every Sunday to the NFL. I love training camp, but the one thing I didn't look forward to is Dolphins football, because I knew they would find a way
to fuck it up, right?
Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. Fantasy football also saved money, because it's ironic. First time I played fantasy football, folks, 30 years ago. The only Dolphin I had on my team was Dan Marino. Dan Marino tore his Achilles. I said I would never take an offensive play on the Dolphins ever again. I never have.
Dang, that's crazy.
Bro. And you know what?
You were playing fantasy football back then?
Hell yeah.
That's wild, yo.
I love this is another reason I love football. Because I love fantasy football more than I do the NFL, because it gets me in tune with all the players around the league. That's why I'm not a guy that's just not going to sit up here and talk about the Dolphins.
Yeah. And I respect that too. I would love to kind of talk more about everybody, because I'm a guy who I'm a student of the game. So I'm watching everybody too. I'm big into fantasy football. We might have to jump in the league, Mace. What's popping? What's good?
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We might gotta do a little league, bro. Between my channel and your channel, we might have to do a little league.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
I think it'll be fun, bro.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We got a month. We'll talk about it. Seriously.
Sounds good.
Iceman says Stephen Ross is the problem. I'm gonna tell you who really effed up the organization, okay? Ross is a buffoon. But like CB said, he cares. The 2 guys who set this back, I'm not going to go back to Joe Robbie's stupidity, because you guys are all wasn't even existent what he did. I'm going to go back to what Wayne Huizenga did. And the 305's in the building, and I see Kane's here, so Kane's no one to say. When Wayne Huizenga his racist ass did not want to pick no Miami Hurricane players. And he didn't want no hip hop in the stadium. Everything to him was Dan Marino. And you can't blame him for that. I'm going to do a special on Dan Marino in 3 weeks. Get ready for it. Wayne Huizenga set this franchise back. And Keynes is right. We'll talk about this. Imagine if he would have took some of those Miami Hurricane players.
I know he would have been in a different spot. I mean, he's just being stubborn and being stupid. So
Sheikh said, the only fantasy I want to play, I have a new wife. Congratulations, bro. Sheikh Money got married. Didn't know that. Congrats.
Sheikh, what's good? Sheikh's my guy. Sheikh's in the member gang. That's the homie for real, bro.
Yeah, man. There you go.
Homie.
I was going to say, Huizenga set us back, bro. Poor drafting. Jimmy came in there, took over that damn thing, and Jimmy hit some, got 2 Hall of Famers out of it. With Taylor and Zach Thomas, and we'll celebrate Zach Thomas up here next Friday.
Yes, sir. Going into the hall.
It'll be all Zach Thomas next Friday, and we're going to celebrate this great, great stud of a football player. Okay. I saw his entire career in a Dolphins uniform. I don't remember him playing for the Cowboys, so, and I don't care. So we'll celebrate Zach Thomas next Friday night up here.
Let's do that.
Like I was saying, I think Huizenga set us back into a vicious cycle. And I said this morning. How the hell that you have Ricky Henderson? My bad, folks. I'm old. You have Ricky Williams in the 2 best years of his life ever. And you go 11-5 and 10-6 and you don't make the playoffs? That should have told you guys something right there.
Yeah.
About which way this team is going. Could have had Drew Brees as a rookie instead. They went with Jay Feely.
They could have did a lot, man, but
AJ Feely. You could have had Aaron Rodgers with the 2nd pick of the draft.
Yeah.
But because Nick Saban only knew SEC players, he took Ronnie Brown. Parcells had a chance to take Matt Ryan, and Matt Ryan would have stable your quarterback room for over a decade.
Yeah.
Okay. What did he do? He took Jake Long with the number 1 pick overall, and he broke down after 4 years.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, just taking the wrong guys at the wrong time. Even Greer had some of that. I think passing on Jonathan Taylor was a terrible decision.
Oh yeah, and DeAndre Swift, it's stupidity.
Well, it's like it's right there in your face, and you just not. You're just not making the move.
It's dumb shit like that. Why I killed this franchise all the time. Dumb shit like that. You make a great point. Could have had Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, bro.
Who they take at 20, at 30? Who was the clown they took? Oh,
Noah, right?
Yeah, the DB that's about to be out the door.
Yeah.
He got the game-winning interception on Sunday Night Football against Pittsburgh. The rest of the year, he was DNP. Coach's decision.
Yep.
So that's how things are. And I talked about that the other night, by the way, up here. That's how things are done here. Who's that clown? This idiot, Chris Greer, pounding his fist that he wanted Charles Harris. He's out of the league. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. The 2012 and 2014 drafts, all a total disaster. Can't make this shit up. Can't, folks. And 2020 is on the brink. That quarterback gets hurt again for a long time. Your 2020 draft is a disaster. I don't want to hear about Robert Hunt. And who's that other clown they like to talk about? Waquan Davis. They don't impact me.
Oh, yeah.
Quarterback impacts me. The quarterback if you protect them right, wins you championships. Not Waquan Davis and the other clown, Robert Hunt. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, they're pieces, but yeah, you're right. You gotta strike on the quarterback. You gotta hit on it, and
Exactly. I think they have to a degree. They just gotta keep them up.
They gotta keep him up, right? Keep him healthy, and that's part of it too. Like you can't draft a guy and then always have him hurt. That's like Burrow. If Burrow get hurt again, it's like, damn, he's kind of injury prone too.
Yeah, he got hurt yesterday.
Yeah. Did they say how long he was out?
Nah, they didn't say how long he's out.
It's a calf strain. It shouldn't be long at all. Calf
No,
strain.
no. Jaden Phillips was in the 21 draft where they hit. But I'll give Flores more credit than Ross.
Yeah. Jalen Phillips is a Flores guy. I think Noah's a Flores guy. I think Tua was a combination of them all. Liam and Austin Jackson, I think that's kind of on Greer. It's tough. We'll see.
Well,
we'll see how it shapes out.
One thing I would say, I'm gonna do this the last draft, the one where they traded for Tyreek.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great draft. That was a great year to do that because that draft sucked.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
That was a good move by the Dolphins, no doubt.
And that Tyreek paid off.
Yes. Time. Let me also say this about Bradley Chubb. I'll tell you this right now.
Underrated, man. You don't get the love he deserves.
If Ross didn't do what he did, I'm pretty sure that Greer wouldn't have made that trade. I think Greer would have played Jeopardy with this past draft with 2 number 1s. Okay? But because the idiot did what he did the right move in giving up that pick to get Bradley Chubb. He did the right move. Getting Chubb.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer. I think when it comes playoff time, you see what type of player Chubb is. And I think you're going to see it in the regular season this year just because he's going to be much more comfortable.
And he's playing with his guy.
Yeah, and he came in halfway through the season last year. So it takes some time to get acclimated and back into the rhythm. But I think you're going to see a guy who's man on a mission, and he's going to get after it. And I think he was kind of, did they put him up in the top 100 as what? What was he in the 80s or has he?
No, he wasn't in the 80s. He hasn't been called. I don't think he's been named yet.
Okay, he hasn't been named yet, but I think he's in there. Yeah. I think he's going to be in there.
Yeah, that's a good thing for Miami. Miami folks, by the players, they get respect. From the media, they don't. And Las Vegas got them right now 6th best team in the AFC, which I think is a damn joke.
Yeah.
I read what you guys are saying.
Man, I know they ain't talking about them sorry ass Gators and them sorry ass Canes in there. I know they ain't.
No, they're not. They're talking about they're saying what's up to each other, but don't be talking
about my nose, man.
And they're basically talking about what we're talking about. Cap for life in the building. What's up, bro?
Cap, what's good with you? Shake Money, Sean, Mr. Miami. I see y'all boys, man.
All these guys, bro. Let me also say this. I think personally, finally they will get a couple of W's in the playoffs. I do.
Oh yeah. I think this team. If anybody's going to do it, it's going to be this team. I think this team is prime, bro. And even with Ramsey going down, I think we can afford to have other guys go down. But I don't want to see it. But I think it could happen, and we still play well.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it. He never played for us. He never played a down.
Hasn't even seen the field yet.
So we'll survive without him. Smith is looking good. Cahill did pretty good last year.
Cole's a dog.
We'll be fine. I'm not worried about Ramsey. I just say get healthy, and we'll see you in December, bro, when it really matters.
Man, he's going to be back in a couple months, man. Y'all saying December, bro. Y'all got to stop this, bro. Y'all quit putting that on my dog, man.
Let me do this. I love this guy.
He'll be back in a couple months, man.
Let me say this. Let me show this.
Hey, Shake, stop the FSU slander, my boy. got something for you, dog. Hey, them nose gonna
Oh
run
wow!
wild on them boys.
All right, folks. CB this talked about him. Joe Burrow out several weeks.
Ooh,
So Joe Burrow out indefinitely. I always said this about some of these guys, bro.
that's gonna hurt
When
them.
they are injured, I just don't like that.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I don't know if they condition like they should be in the off season. Cause there's no way you get out there and start running and you get a calf strain just like that, bro. Like, what are you doing? Are you running at all? Are you conditioning? Are you warming your body up properly before you get out there? And I don't understand some of this stuff, man.
Manzano just put it out there for you just now.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard the middle of December. I bet you he's back early. I'll put money on that.
I think if they're playing well, which I think they will be, they'll tell him to take his time to come back.
Yeah, and I think taking his time to come back could be, 2.5 months. Ramsey's just a different animal. That's what I want y'all to understand. He's not your typical guy. He's gonna fight to get back and fight to help his team.
All right, there you go. Burrow out several weeks. And there you go. Burrow out several weeks.
It's a calf strain. Why? Dang, I didn't know calf strains require you to be out weeks like that.
He's always hurting in training camp, and he's shaky. Always.
He is kind of shaky. He's
All right,
a good
Shake
quarterback.
Money's talking college football with you. You know me, I'm not into the college football right now.
Yeah, we ain't messing with you, Shake. We gonna do a show, Shake. Don't worry about it. We'll do one. The afternoon drizzle's trying to get some action.
Here we go. The Rams. There you go. About Jalen. There you go. For everybody.
So they say out until December. How many games is that?
They play the Jets week 12, so that's 11 games. That's Black Friday. That's the day after Thanksgiving. So you may be looking at the Redskin game when he comes back.
I bet you he's back by week 12.
They're 9-2. They're not going to rush him.
No, I can understand not rushing him. I can understand that for sure.
They're winning, and I think they'll be winning.
It's a meniscus, though. Cats come off a meniscus in a month and a half.
No, this is the full meniscus. They said this morning that
full meniscus repair.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I see them doing well. I wouldn't worry about this team.
We're still deep. We're still deep.
Exactly.
Trill Williams, Cater Kohu,
Smith is the guy though.
Keon Cross and Cam Smith.
Yeah,
Brandon Jones.
I've been hearing nothing but rave reviews about Cam Smith.
Yeah, bro, you got some dudes in there. You got some dudes who can get it done.
Okay. I got them 12-5, family. You
13-4.
Okay. Everybody in the chat is here. Put your record for the Dolphins right now, and put what place you got them in this year in the AFC East.
13-4, first place with a home field advantage throughout the playoffs. We win out. We go to the Super Bowl. We play the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. We get the dub.
This is without Dalvin Cook.
Mace, I'm counting on Dalvin being here. I'm not talking without Dalvin
being here. Okay.
Yeah, if he's not, I'm saying
the same thing you saying. If he's here and you're hearing it now, Dolphin fans, or as I like to call you, Dolphin fools, if they get Cook, they'll play Dallas twice this year. First one Christmas Eve, the second one for the Super Bowl, and Miami will hold up that trophy.
Wow, Dallas, huh?
Oh yeah. That's the one game this year. Well, I want the Giant game. That's personal because I live here. But the one game I want this year for the Dolphins to really show out. because I told you guys this back in when the schedule came out. You beat Dallas, folks, and it's the only 4:25 game on Christmas Eve on Fox. You beat Dallas, you will get everyone's respect. And I'm not talking about the kicker making a field goal and you win. I'm talking about 37-20 Miami, where Micah Parsons is suffering from the heat on Christmas Eve in Miami, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
And I can see that. You know what I want to happen? I want us to win a bunch of games during the season, right? Go 13-4. I can see us losing to Philadelphia during the season.
Yeah, week 7.
Right? And then playing them in the Super Bowl and winning that game. It's hard to beat a team twice. So playing them in the Super Bowl and beating them and holding up that damn Lombardi and riding off into the sunset, man. And doing it again next year, Mace, and running it back, Mace. Running it back with the same squad, same team. They find a way to keep it together and they do it again next year. Go back to back like 70, like 72, baby. Like 72.
305. They're not going to play the Green Bay Packers in the Super Bowl, bro.
Nah.
He has a hatred for Green Bay. They're not going to play Green Bay in the Super Bowl.
Not Green Bay.
Green Bay is a year away. Don't worry about Green Bay.
Man, Green Bay better worry about beating Chicago. That's who they better worry about beating.
I think Green Bay is going to be fine. I've been following the Packers. You know that.
I know it's your squad.
Who's my squad?
I mean, I think you like them as a team, right?
Yeah. I
think you like following them, right?
Yeah, I've been following them since Brett Favre. But you're never going to see me wear Packer gear, though.
Oh, okay, right. I ain't say you. I just think that's
I followed the Seahawks. Ironically, when they got Mike Holmgren, the same year that Dan Marino played his last year in the NFL, and I can tell you couldn't get two parallel franchises than the Dolphins and the Seahawks, folks. I mean, one franchise has been inept. The other franchise since 2004 has risen from the ashes. And
yeah, they have.
I will talk more about Seattle. I did last night. I'll talk more about them next week. But next week, we're going to celebrate the Hall of Famers next week. 2 a day.
Yes, sir.
And Zach Thomas will be all by himself next Friday because he's number 9. There's 9 going in. Zach Thomas is going to have his own day next Friday, folks.
Nice.
So get ready for that.
I got about 10 more minutes. I got about 10 more for you, bro.
Oh, it's not a problem. You know, again, first of all, I appreciate you coming.
Hey, I appreciate you having me, man. We're gonna do this more often. Definitely,
man. You know, and you Dolphin fans, you see, I didn't rip you at all. You guys thought this was gonna be a rip job.
Nah, and I think Mace,
not you.
Oh yeah, but Mace, I know. It seems like you have a positive outlook on the team right now. I know you're still skeptical, right? You still have your reservation.
Oh no, not really. I mean, really? The Jets are doing all of this, and I'm still picking Miami to win the division. I think Miami's just talented. I do.
Yeah.
I truly do.
I agree. They're talented. That roster is special. Bro, like I said, 5 to 7, 8 guys in the top 100, bro. When has Miami ever done that? You're putting special players on the roster, and special players make special plays at special times. So it's only a matter of time.
I'll tell you guys right now, Jalen Phillips will have 15.5 sacks this year.
Woo! Up there. One a game. You
hearing that here first, folks. You see his new physique, how he looks.
He's jacked. Dude's jacked. I think Chubb will be right there with him, though. I think Chubb's going to have a fantastic year.
You know, and this is going to get Mr. Miami upset because, you know, Omar Kelly has not a fond liking to Emmanuel Ogbah. They're already talking Ogbah may be a cap casualty next.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard
Yeah,
that next
so
year.
you know. But see, you guys think I don't follow this team? I do.
Yeah, bro. You following your team, you know, because I heard that too yesterday. I heard it come out.
Yeah, and Miami got them. Miami got Phillips getting 17 sacks or more. Hold off on that.
You gotta save
15
some
is
for Chubb. Save some for Chubb, man. Chubb gotta get some too, man. I need Christian to get a couple more, man. Christian's got to do something in the middle. That's what I want to see too.
He better. This is his money.
This is his money right here.
And guys like the media in Miami don't think he's worth what he's going to be.
A lot of people don't believe he's worth that money. You got to show it this year.
See, CP, ain't I proving to you I follow this team?
Yeah. Yeah. They don't think he's that guy.
You guys got to start treating me like the manosphere treats me, Uncle Mace. You guys start treating me as you guys start treating me like Yoda when it comes to this franchise. I've seen it all.
Seen it all, done it all, right?
Yes. I know what I'm talking about. You got me praising this team finally. When the last time you heard me do that?
I haven't heard you do that, Mace. Not until this year, though. Not until this offseason.
Yeah, but I like what they've done the last couple of years. That's why.
Last year, you was on me about Tua, too. You killed me about Tua.
Yeah, Tua, like I said, Tua is who he is. And he's damn good, folks. I mean, you go, I'm going to say it again for the Dolphin fans, the Tua fans. You go 25-8 for nearly 3,600 yards and you played 11 games, you're pretty damn good.
Okay. The numbers don't lie, right? But also when you put the film on, it kind of speaks for itself. The kid made some plays, right?
He's just not the type of guy, CB, that you want him going back there 40 times and letting it rip. No,
he can't do it. He's not that dude. He's not that dude. And there's not, honestly, Mace, let's be realistic. There's not many guys in the league who could do that. There's only a few.
Yeah.
Who you feel comfortable doing that?
Me?
I'm saying like there's only a couple of guys who you feel comfortable doing that.
Doing it that way, I'm gonna say Rodgers for sure.
Rodgers for sure. I agree. He could do that.
Herbert for sure. Because what helps him, he's 6'6". So
I'm going to push back on that one. I'm going to push back on that one just because I feel like if you get up there in those numbers and those attempts with Herbert, he's gonna make some mistakes that may cost you the game.
He's done that already, but all I'm saying is for him,
he could do it though.
He can do it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think this guy could do it too. I'll tell you, one guy is no way in hell. I don't give a damn what ESPN says about him. Lamar Jackson ain't doing that, folks. So.
Nah. He's just not a passer like that. He could pass the ball, but he's gonna have to use his legs a little bit to be electric.
He's too inconsistent for me throwing the deep ball.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're saying. Shake Money says, Mace, you're the Dolphins OG. Respect, fam. Thank you, Shake Money. I appreciate you.
Shake Money, spot on. Definitely the OG. Definitely the OG.
Miami, be good, bro. I'll see you after SmackDown tonight. Get some rest with your mouth, bro. We love you, man. Mr. Miami.
Shout out to Mr. Miami.
He forgot 5 wisdom tooth taken about over 100 stitches, and he's in pain.
Dang. Yo, I need to get my wisdom teeth pulled too, bro.
Yeah, man. Dolphins, Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Flacco, Montana, Kelly. These are all the guys the Dolphins have beaten since Dan Marino came into the NFL. He's right about
He was smacking them, yeah.
You know, I'm gonna end this with you with this. We both got them where we got them. So we basically agree with everything. And
for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, today I gave the Dolphins their love, and to their fans, they deserve that. But would you agree with me that the fans got to pipe down about what they think about this team?
I agree. It's one thing to be hopeful. Like,
yes,
we hope the Miami Dolphins go win the Super Bowl. win the AFC Championship, win the AFC East. But it's one thing to expect it. It's another thing to expect it. If you expect them to win the AFC Championship and you expect them to win the Super Bowl, I think you're doing yourself a disservice.
Facts.
Like I think you need to pipe down a little bit.
I agree.
Now, if you hope they win it, cool. You're a fan. You want your team to win. But if you expect it and you're going to be disappointed no matter what happens in the context of the game, then you're way off base. And I think you need to kind of check yourself.
I agree.
Yeah.
I just look at I just listen to some of what these people are saying, and I think they're crazy.
I
heard a guy say that Tua is better than Marino. You wait till I give that tribute to Dan Marino. I'm gonna have highlights how great he was.
Man, you can't say that yet. You can't say that about
come on now.
Tua.
Dolphin fans,
come on
now.
Y'all tripping.
Dolphins 12-5. If they get Cook, they'll win it all. If they don't get Cook, I don't know what's gonna happen. But I will promise you this. The Jets will not be close to them this year as good as they.
Man, if they get Cook,
if they get Cook, then I'm gonna say something different next week.
you gonna be changing your tune.
They get Cook, folks. I'm gonna have a whole show next week on the Jets again. And if Tony Manzano's in the chat, you better be up here to talk about your boy Aaron Rodgers, bro. Don't be stuck in it, okay?
Hey,
as Keynes is saying in the chat room, put a name on it. I don't know what he means by that.
I heard they're going after Devontae too. Like, I mean, you do that, then you looking at a totally different team with Devontae and Dalvin. That's like that's crazy. So I mean, we'll see what happens, man. But hey, I really appreciate you having me.
I appreciate you. You'll have a good show tonight. Cause me and you probably on the same time. So I'll say what's up to you in your chat room, bro.
You got one of the best shows out there, bro. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, I tried to talk about everything, but when it comes to football, I know a lot what's going on around the league and what they're saying and stuff like that. And I just tell you guys the truth, bro. Just lay low, stay under the radar, and then you kick everybody's ass, and then they'll realize you when we play and beat Dallas on Christmas Eve, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There you go.
Hey, appreciate you having me, bro.
Appreciate you too, man. Thanks for coming.
Hey, have a good one, bro. Love it.
You too, man. Have a good day, man.
Thanks, bro.
No problem. We'll see you tonight, anywhere between 8 and 8:30. And Mr. Miami just said it. Everybody say a prayer for Sinead O'Connor, who died yesterday. She was heartbroken that she lost her son. I think it was last year, 2 years ago. For Raven, for Shake, for Keynes, for Sean, for who else came in today? People in the clouds. I'm trying to see who else came in today to say thank you for coming. Tony Manzano, of course, Iceman drove through. All you guys. Toya, I just want to say thank you for coming. Mr. Miami, get your rest. Pull up after SmackDown. And I love all you guys, man. Thanks for showing up. I enjoyed talking Dolphins football exclusive with CB83. And I hope people in the clouds, I hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button on the way out. And Raven said 305 will be returning to the MCU. I hope not. Mr. Miami with the bonding teeth. Wrestling's tonight. Just lay in bed, 305. Sip your ice water, bro, and enjoy wrestling. And then when you're done, just pop up in the chat and chill with us, bro. Keynes, thank you, family. Everybody, thank you. I will see you all in exactly, let me see what time I'll be up here. We're going to do it tonight. You know what I'm going to talk about tonight. And it's more on a fantasy angle with those 4 quarterbacks in the thumbnail. It's not about them talking about them being great and stuff like that. You know, I told you guys I love fantasy football, and I do. And the NFL provides that. And Just enjoy, guys. Enjoy what should be a very, very good season, man. And we'll be ready, bro. All of us, man. Just get ready for it. Let me see. Be on 8:15 tonight. So I'll see you then, everybody. Have a good afternoon. Enjoy your dinner, everyone. Later. That's right. Oh, Lord. What's up, Irvin? See you guys later tonight. And enjoy the interview. Like Irvin, enjoy the interview I just did with CB83. All positive about the Miami Dolphins. I'll see you guys later tonight.